My heroes in this so-called Black History Month, which is so disrespectful, other than being the shortest month of the year. I know Carter G. Woodson created it because it started from Black History Week. Because when you come from a certain history that told you that all your people did nothing, a week wasn't so damn bad to celebrate. But nonetheless, my heroes don't look nothing like these folks of the day. Nothing. They don't resemble it. They don't sound like it, which I know, regardless if you don't, every other race knows, but inside of the so-called black or black or more community, we have been led completely astray. See, my heroes, from a Nat Turner to a Frederick Douglass, I'll be completely honest, I was that so-called, what they used to call in the 70s, black militant, when I came out my mama's womb, Booker T. Washington. See, the history I got when I came up is what's being neglected today. We used to watch, it's a video called Eyes of the Prize. It's about the civil rights struggle and all the things and all the events that began it and all the results, the assassinations. Do you understand how many people was assassinated during the civil rights, quote unquote, movement? It wasn't just Malcolm X. It wasn't just Dr. Martin Luther King. That's Marcus Garvey there. It was the president. It was his brother, who was also, I forgot what position he had. General. He was in the government too. His brother Bobby and John Kennedy, both assassinated. That was through the 60s alone. They changed the whole world in the 60s. More than you will. The fact that we don't want to get deep into history, we don't want to teach it no more, we don't want to learn it no more, we led astray. Because this stuff, if you don't know history, you shall repeat it. But see, my heroes, the ones that I learned from, the ones that I studied, got real deep into when I got into college, because they ain't gonna teach you about no Marcus Garvey in no public school. They're not gonna teach you about Nat Turner in the public school. They're not even gonna teach you about Frederick Douglass. They're gonna teach you like he was a man. That's Mega Evers right there. All my heroes, they died for something. Now, when I was young, I thought I was gonna have to grow up and die for something. I didn't think I had to be concerned about getting a bag or putting whatever rims on the car or whatever around my neck. Could you imagine our so-called black folks today walking up to a Mega Evers, a Nat Turner, a Booker T. Washington, a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a Malcolm X, and walking in and say, yo, I got a house on my wrist. Now, I ain't gonna say all these men died broke, because Dr. Martin Luther King used to get over $100,000 some dollars a year from speeches, and the man stayed on the road forever. He got arrested over 30 times. But all his money went back into the movement. We funded our own movement. We didn't ask the government for anything. None of my heroes died, in mansions. I don't see and I don't get these folks today. We have no strive for any power that any of my heroes talked about and they fought for every single day. That's why they're not here no more. That's why they're gone. That's why we had these certain quote unquote holidays. They still don't have Malcolm X holiday though. We'll never have that. We'll never get that one. We're going to get The real reason why we even have Islam at all in the United States, in America again, that's Noble Drew Ali right there. That's the only reason why you got a Nation of Islam. That's why it only exists, even though the Nation of Islam only teach from the Bible. They don't teach no Islam. NOI, no Islam. But that's the man that brought it. My hero stood for something. I'ma stand for something. That's why I bring out different type of stuff. Because in the end, you can have these from the beginning. Islam.